God, you want to hit a dude?
I'll do one bum.
People say this is funny.
Not Gary Guerra.
Dave, okay.
Someone or something is tickling people.
Is it for fun?
And this is not going to become the Tickling Podcast.
Okay.
You are Queen Fakey of Made Up Town.
All hail Queen Shit of Liesville.
A bunch of religious virgins go to mingle
And do what?
pray.
It's the Dollop. That was our theme song.
It's really good.
It's music by Colin McCoy, edited by Vicky Pezza. That's it.
Yeah. I didn't hear it.
Nope, you certainly didn't.
I was going to pretend I did, but
You did not hear it. So
my pretending was going pretty bad.
a small-up is what I'm calling them.
Small up.
Little facts.
Sure, okay.
I was just
Love
reading
it.
that people in New York are putting up fake Goodwill bins all over the city. So people will throw clothes in, and then they just take the clothes and sell them at other stores.
That's
People
really-
are fucking horrible.
I love when people wiggle around rules. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we always make these rules, and they're pretty good, but
Yeah.
there's always a way for somebody to be like, nah,
No, I know how to fuck with that.
I'm across the border.
Yep. But it's probably like the mafia. Like they've probably dropped down so low
Yeah.
that now whereas they used to like rob everybody inside.
2 pairs of
and then,
overalls.
Everybody at the fish market pays me $1,000, and now it's like, hey, you want these t-shirts?
Members only, baby. That's right. This is two left Converse.
What do you think of Gap jeans?
Huh? All
Hey,
right.
you like that?
Now, what do you think of Jordache? Because that's what we have.
All right. So you're a baseball fan.
I like baseball, but
Okay.
it's lower tier sports for me.
Okay, so because we have so many listeners in Australia, I'm going to briefly explain some of the rules of baseball really quick. All I need to do is talk about the pitcher, because this is about a pitcher.
Okay. You have a very devilish smile.
So baseball started in the 1870s or something, and quickly a professional league developed, and one of our greatest pitchers of all time is named Cy Young, and he pitched around the turn of the century, 1900, and not the 2000.
No.
And we have an award named after him, Cy Young.
Yep.
So that's like the best pitcher in baseball will win that. And it's strikeouts are a big deal. You throw 3 balls past a guy, it's a strikeout. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what the best pitchers strike out a lot of guys.
Yes, when great pitchers do it, they throw no hitters where nobody gets hits, and that's a huge deal.
Huge deal. Yeah. Huge deal. So that's basically all you need to know.
Good.
Because we're going to talk about Rube Waddell.
Oh, man. I don't know.
Rube is my favorite baseball player of all time.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I think you're overwhelmed with the goodness.
I can't even. The story of Rube Waddell is so okay. He's one of the greatest strikeout pitchers in the history of baseball.
Okay.
Beginning in 1898, he set just about every pitching record there was.
Okay.
Now, that's the exact same time that Cy Young is pitching.
That's
So
interesting.
you'd think you would know about him, right?
I would, and I wonder why I don't.
He was one of the most feared pitchers in baseball.
Okay.
And he was an amazing idiot.
What do you mean?
He was pretty dim.
Okay.
He was literally not that smart.
Okay, but I mean, a lot of athletes aren't smart.
No, but I think
Right?
as we peel this onion, you're going to find out just how not smart he is.
The fact that his name's Rube is great, too.
Well, that wasn't the original name he was given. That might have been a nickname given to him by one of his teammates.
Okay, yeah. So that reflects his IQ.
There's very little known about his youth,
All right.
but we know he grew up in Pennsylvania, and he did not have a formal education.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's just a guy,
Yeah.
right off the hayseed truck.
Sure.
Want to emphasize again that he did not have a formal education.
Oh, okay. So that's the thing I should be very aware of.
he claimed that his childhood hobby was throwing rocks at birds. And
Oh man.
and that's how he learned how to pitch.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so he's,
Yeah.
that was his hobby.
Sure. His hobby was to throw rocks.
At birds.
At birds.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was the thing he did. Okay.
Who needs books when you have that?
Right?
Yeah.
And why, if you're a parent, why would you want to have that kid do anything else?
No, obviously, that's going to translate.
That will obviously translate.
Yeah.
I see my kid at school. I'm like, just go outside and throw rocks at
What
birds.
is it going to take for him to go kill some birds with rocks? Be a
And
success.
he was. He was killing them.
Oh, for sure.
Because if he is this amazing pitcher,
he wasn't training to pitch.
No,
he was just a little shit. And then, like, a byproduct of that was like, hey, I have a really strong right arm.
So by age 18, he was ready for the minor leagues in Butler, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Which is before you become a professional baseball player, you start out in the minors and you work your way up through this system that there's 3 levels to it. He built his reputation of being very good-natured, but he was very simple-minded. Catcher Jack Nelson gave him the nickname Rube, which was reserved for Hicks.
Right.
And it stuck immediately. Everyone was like, fuck yes, that guy's a
Hey,
Rube.
you're Rube.
Yeah, okay.
Look out, the bird.
Bird!
Give me that rock. Give me that rock. I'm going to throw it at him.
The Rube also didn't quite understand the rules of baseball when he got there.
Now, see, that's a red flag for a player.
So in baseball, if you hit the ball and the pitcher, like a ground ball to the pitcher, he picks it up, he throws it to first. And if the ball gets to the guy at first before you do, you're out.
Yes.
But the Rube, when he started, would throw the ball at the runner and hit the runner.
Well, now let me ask you this. Was the team called something like the Cardinals? Because then he's just going back to his boyhood game of rock throwing at birds.
True. That is true.
So,
no, it wasn't. It wasn't.
can you imagine a coach seeing a guy be like, no, what are you doing?
And then he would say, the batter's out where I come from when you hit him. Like, so he's just like this
you come
kid
from?
the fucking crazy mountains of Pennsylvania.
Field.
You hit the guy with the... Can you imagine how horrible it was to play in that league?
Oh, my God.
You hit the ball, and then people are just fucking throwing this rock
on the
at
opposing
you.
team where you're like, the pitcher's throwing the balls at the players.
Yeah, that's how we do it here.
Well.
So then his next opportunity, and I don't know why this happened, but Volant College, which I don't think is in existence anymore, Volant,
Great school back
So this is when things were different. So they wanted the great players to play for them. So they would make offers for players to
in
play.
like minor leagues, they would go.
Yeah, they would
bring players
try and get
college.
right.
Okay.
It's the total opposite of today.
So wait, this guy who's had no education,
No, he's dumb as a fucking as a pole.
dumb as the rocks that he's throwing.
Yes, he's as stupid as a rock he's throwing.
is
And
now
yeah.
maybe going to
How
college.
about college?
I mean, is this a reality show or what?
They offered him free tuition and board.
What tuition and what?
And board.
I'm not bored. I'm having fun.
Okay. And $1 a game.
Uh-huh.
And free tobacco.
Oh, I like backy. This is my right hand. My throwing one.
The colleges had 7 innings per game. He averaged 15 strikeouts.
That's pretty great.
That's insane.
Yeah. Wait, I mean, how many is that? That's because there's 3 in innings, so that's 7, so that's 21. So there's six
guys.
players were doing something other than striking out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
More than once, he called for all of the players to leave the field, and he would pitch with no defense behind him.
What?
Like, do you know how fucking mad the batters must have been?
And who can?
He was like, everybody off the field.
Is the coach a scarecrow?
I don't fucking know what's happening, and everyone would just leave the field, and he'd just pitch. And then he'd strike the guys out.
Okay, well, you should explain why that's crazy, too, because you have all the people behind the pitcher who are there to field the ball and get him out. So basically the pitcher is saying, like, if you hit it beyond me,
you win.
You win the game.
Waddell would celebrate 3-strike innings by cartwheeling or walking on his hands or somersaulting off the field back to the dugout.
Now I'm starting to love this guy.
Okay, right?
Yeah, because...
This, I am so... That would be the greatest thing ever.
This
to
is
see
great.
A guy just somersaulting
Yeah,
off
so
a
cartwheeling,
grown man.
a grown man who can't read. who's telling the rest of his team to leave the field, cartwheeling and somersaulting when he does well. Yeah! That's Rube!
The other team must want to kill him.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, kill
The
him.
other fans? Can you imagine
Oh
other
my
fans
God.
being like, "What motherfucker?" No respect!
So he earned reputation, and next he signed for $500 with Louisville.
Okay.
In 1986. I think 1896, sorry. I think they were the Cardinals.
Oh, boy, that's
might
going to
be
be a
wrong.
paradox for him.
Yep,
He's going to
yep.
throw rocks at himself all day.
I am a bird.
Oh, I don't know what to do.
Peep, peep, peep. Oh, hit myself on the face.
Where's Rube? He stoned himself to death.
Okay, so club manager Fred Clark fined Rube $50 for excessive drinking, and Rube quit the team. That was after 2 days.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan.
I am so in. How this is not a movie.
Oh, my God, yeah.
So the Rube packed up and headed for...
I mean, the first day is like unpacking.
He went there, he unpacked, he got shit-faced,
Yeah.
he got fined,
And then he's gone.
he packed up, and he left.
2 days.
2 days.
I mean, that's really probably a 3 hours where he could just get
Yeah.
himself thrown off the team.
And imagine what he must have done, big loaded.
Oh, yeah.
To get kicked off the team.
Oh,
A baseball.
God.
You getting kicked off a baseball team for
Look,
drinking.
he's cartwheeling and telling his team to leave the field sober. Knows
And
what the
also,
fuck he's doing.
this is a team that saw what he was doing at the college, cartwheeling and telling everyone to leave the field, and went, that guy's going to be a good
That's
guy
our
to have
guy.
team. And then he drinks, and they're like, wait a minute.
Meet the new face of the franchise. Does anyone else smell gin?
So he packed up and headed for Detroit.
Oh, you're excited.
There, his career lasted 9 games. When he was fined $50 for playing at a Sandlot game with local kids on his day off.
He was fined for that?
Yeah, because they don't want him to get hurt.
Oh, okay.
And Rube, being against fines,
May I guess?
Yeah.
He quit the team.
he quit the team. So he left. Now, no one knows where he went after this period. He was gone for a few months.
Wow.
He just vanished. And then later that winter, someone spotted him wrestling alligators in a traveling circus.
Alrighty. Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you thought throwing baseball to the kids in the Sandlot was bad for the career. Holy shit.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
what else are you going to do in the winter? The winters?
Yeah, no.
You got to make, because this is a time when baseball players had to make money in the off season.
right.
So why not wrestle some alligators?
Look, I mean, it was either that or be a welder.
I mean, okay. So
I mean, that's so great.
it's the best thing ever. What was your summer job? I was selling fridges over at Sears.
I wrestled gators. So,
I'm sorry.
yeah, me or my thing, but I wrestled alligators all summer.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to pitch again.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we could give you a chance.
Bird.
Bird. Waddell reappeared in the 1899 season with the Western League's Columbus Grand Rapids team, and he quickly became a fan favorite.
All right.
For 2 reasons. First,
He's Rube.
he won 27 games.
All right.
And second, he was a complete fucking lunatic.
Oh my God.
The Rube was known for arriving just before game time in his street clothes. So normally in baseball, all the players go out and practice hitting and they practice fielding, and it's
Yeah.
like an hour.
Oh yeah.
And fans come down and they watch it and they get balls signed by the. It's like a big thing. It's like
Yeah.
a big tradition. So he wouldn't do any of that. He'd just show up right at game time, and then he would stroll through the grandstand. So he wouldn't come through the players' entrance.
Oh my God.
He would come through the grandstands.
Walk through the
so
stadium,
just walk through
through
all
the
the fans,
fans.
raising a commotion. As he went through, he would grab people's beers and slam them. He would eat their hot dogs.
Oh my God.
And sometimes he would start fights with fans.
Oh my God. I mean, he's made himself unfindable. You cannot find him.
I mean, I would pay so much money to see this
Oh
guy.
my God. But also by the same token, if you're a fan
Yeah.
and like somebody like drinks your beer or eats your food,
you're
not like, hey, it's awesome. You're like, buddy,
hey,
get on the fucking field.
Hey, asshole, you make money pitching. I came here to see you. Don't eat my shit.
Game's going to start 20 minutes late. You lost my beer and my fucking hot dog.
Oh, great. My kid's crying.
Oh, God, I got to fight him?
And then you have to fight the Rube. Often he'd throw free peanuts to kids. That's nice.
Nice.
It said he would usually change into his uniform as he ran across the diamond.
Oh, my God. So did he also invent streaking?
He didn't wear underwear.
Wait.
So,
okay. Oh, my. Let's get all the details out now. Get them out on the table. What else? Did he have a stick in his ass? Did he pretend it was a tail?
So essentially, you have a big, dumb guy running through the stands, drinking beer, and then he would shed all his clothes and change into his uniform on the diamond.
And win the game.
And then be the best guy out there.
Oh, my God. Everything before the running along the field and changing, I can get in a way. That is sort of just like, just get your uniform on. Just change.
You can change somewhere else.
There's a locker room. Just change.
He doesn't have time, though. He's out there. He just wants to play the game.
No time. I have time to eat hot dogs and beat up fans, but changing, I'm going to need to combine. That and approaching the diamond.
He was easily distracted. So
I'm not surprised by
opposing fans would hold up puppies.
Oh. And?
He would run towards them.
Wait.
He was on the mound.
Wait.
So
Wait.
So he'd be pitching, and a guy would be up at bat. And someone would hold up a puppy, and he'd run over to pet it or grab it.
I mean, he's now gone from being really not smart to maybe lobotomized.
He could have been, although lobotomies weren't invented yet. But I would imagine if they were, he might have gotten lobotomized.
It sounds like he might have invented them on accident somehow.
He was also distracted by shiny objects.
I mean...
And they would put him in a trance on the mound where he would just sit there and stare at them. So you could go to a game and hold up like a spoon, and he would just stare at it. Never be like, come on, Rube, let's play! He'd just be...
Now hit him with the puppy. And his head just explodes.
There he goes. Fuck me. Oh, God.
Wow.
The Rube would also just leave in the middle of games to go fishing.
Wait, so what the fuck? I mean, really?
This is all real.
What is the manager of the team doing?
What do you do? He's the best player. Besides Cy Young, he's the best player at baseball, except sometimes... in the middle of a game, he just walks off the mound because he wants to go fishing. What are you going to do? Because he gave you half a good game.
At tonight's game, there are no puppies or shiny objects allowed near the pitcher. All right, Rube. I think you hit him with a stink ball right here. Let's get out of here. Yeah, I'm going to go fishing. I'm sorry. I will go fishing now.
No, we're in the middle of the...
I'm done today.
We're in the middle of the...
I gotta fish before it's dark. Bye. I'm gonna change. Changing. I'm changing.
Oh, God, there it is.
I'm changing.
Oh, we need a new pitcher. That means a pitcher would just always be like, oh, coming in again.
Should we find him? No, don't find him.
Okay, so this is the best. This is the most well-known fact about Rube Waddell.
Okay.
If a fire truck went by the stadium...
I'm gonna need to stop you. I doesn't matter what the rest of the statement is.
Right.
This is a problem.
Okay. If a fire truck went by the stadium, he would chase it.
No!
Every time.
What?
He would always chase a fire truck.
I'm starting to
think... No matter where it was.
Does he maybe have a dog brain? He likes puppies, shiny things get him, and fire trucks.
Well, he wasn't formally educated.
Yeah, but still, does your brain become a canine brain? He would only eat out of bowls on the floor. He had to have a little door in his regular door to crawl outside to go make boom.
Oh God, I would love to see that. Just him running out of the stadium, and all the players like, oh fuck.
I mean, if the manager would be like, look, if we can get through today with no fire trucks, no puppies, no shiny objects, and he doesn't want to go fishing, we got a shot.
But he also, because this is when fire stations weren't public, so you would pay them. Like if you had a house, you would give them a monthly fee in case your house caught on fire, and they would come and put it out. And so if you didn't pay a fee, they would just show up and let it burn.
So potentially,
you could pay the fire department.
Somebody could just be ordering.
Yeah, you could just order. Yeah, go by the stadium at 4, and then the Rube would run away.
Rube, no, Rube! Where you guys going?
Oh, fuck. Louisville owner man. So this is back now. Now he's probably gonna go back to Louisville, right? So he's been playing for other teams. He's been at Grand Rapids. So Louisville owner manager Barney Dreyfuss got word.
Now, sorry, was he not in Louisville before?
He was for 2 days.
Okay,
that's
the 2
where
days.
he got
right.
But so now there's a different manager in charge.
Yeah, a different guy wants to roll the dice on his career.
Right. So they got word of his success and brought him down to Louisville. Dreyfuss heard the National League was going to consolidate and shut down his Louisville franchise. So this guy bought the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Okay.
And traded the entire team to Pittsburgh. And then just put a bunch of shitty players in Louisville. So when they shut down the Louisville franchise, he'd be like, whoop, I got a team over here.
Okay.
So he just basically pulled the fast one. But that all of a sudden made Rube suddenly in a really big city. So he's never been in a big city before. Okay. So now he is playing baseball in front of very large crowds.
I don't like that for Rube.
And he's playing with Honus Wagner, who's a huge historical baseball player, and Fred Clark. So he's with a good team. He's in a great
position in a great city.
Yeah, he's in one of the original 8 teams of baseball.
I just worry, Dave, that there's going to be too many things to distract our little dog-minded friend.
We'll see.
I got a bad feeling.
Why don't we just see what happens?
I just want to say I'm on record. I don't feel like.
I don't know why you say that.
Because it's called the Cy Young Award.
So far. One teammate of this era recalled Rube soaking his left arm in buckets of ice for hours at a time, claiming sincerely that he feared he'd burn up the catcher's glove if he didn't cool it off. So he thought.
So he does know science.
No, he's not good with physics and science. He doesn't get that you. He's seen cartoons.
Sure.
And in his mind,
lots of them.
A ball can catch on fire and burn up another person if you throw it hard enough.
Rube, hold on. I gotta keep ice in my arm, otherwise I'm gonna hurt that poor catcher. Light him on fire.
Light him up. Waddell led the league in 1900 with a 2.37 ERA.
Oh wow!
So he's beating Cy Young at this point.
He's better than Cy Young. He's better than the guy. The award is named after Cy Young, and this guy's better.
Yeah,
I got a bad feeling.
But he racked up an unimpressive 8-13 record.
Okay, it was part of that because there were so many fire trucks.
Many of his defeats came as a result of his high rate of errors.
Okay.
Most people believed he committed so many errors because of his habit of drinking at local taverns as a pregame ritual, where he was known to suck down many beers and put on an apron and play bartender.
Oh, my God. Aren't you pitching today? Yeah.
Oh, man. How many fingers do I have?
Oh, my God. And I like a ritual.
Yeah.
A pregame ritual.
Gotta get him.
Not that he would go every now and then and have a pop before the game.
But here's the crazy thing. He's still pitching great.
Yeah.
But when they hit the ball at him, he can't throw it to first because he can't pick it up because he's so drunk. So the thing he can do is throw it really hard at a very small space.
Yeah, the guy's just like, all right, guys, we're just going to bunt today. Rube's hammered.
They probably did.
Oh, my God.
They're probably just bunting back at him.
And just probably laughing their asses off. And then someone holds a puppy up and Rube just like falls in his own dugout. I mean, there's a lot of hurdles with this guy.
Waddell's player manager, Fred Clark, suspended him in late June of that year. It turns out the Rube liked to pack pistols. And one day, he threatened to shoot his manager full of holes.
Wait. And I like how he's still not getting fined.
I love that he's a drunk guy.
He's drunk.
Who's bringing guns to the
loaded
stadium.
Guns, threatening to kill
and
his
now
boss.
threatening to kill the manager.
Oh my God, you'd be like, wow, I thought we had problems when he was just showing up shit-faced for games. He's going to kill me.
So he was kicked off the team and found himself playing for an independent team in Punxsutawney.
Oh, Punxsutawney, yeah.
Yeah, that's where the groundhog, Pennsylvania. Legendary manager Connie Mack, upon hearing of Rube's availability, immediately signed him for his franchise, the Milwaukee A's.
Okay. My home city.
Yeah, now we're in your area,
yep.
So that you should know about him.
Yeah, well, I think we probably refer to him as Monkey Paw. Sounds like. People love at first sight.
Yeah.
Like, oh no.
Under Mack, Waddell finally began to excel in one of his most famous feats. After pitching a 17-inning game, the Rube turned around and pitched the second game of a doubleheader, completely shutting out the opposing team.
Jesus.
So he pitched. So normally today, a pitcher will pitch 7 innings is the norm.
Yeah.
Sometimes 8 if he's doing real. Sometimes 9 if he's doing awesome.
Yeah, if he's going to get
generally,
a record 9.
Generally, like if someone throws 125 pitches, that is like way too much. Like
yes.
that's the line where people are like, you might have done too much. This guy threw triple the normal amount.
Jesus.
In one day.
Oh my God.
And shut them out.
And had a dog's brain. I mean, if you're the other team, you're like, Jesus Christ.
Now, why did he do it? Why did he do it on that day? What do you think was his motivation?
Oh, Jesus.
Connie Mack promised him an all-expense-paid 3-day fishing trip. So he performed one of the greatest feats in baseball history.
That's why he's doing better in Milwaukee. He's surrounded by beer, and the guy knows how to work him now. Mm-hmm. He's putting carrots on sticks. 3-day fishing trip.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll soil my career for 3 days in a boat.
Fuck you, I'll keep throwing. Want me to do 4 games straight? We're only doing 2 today. Okay, you sure?
I'll keep pitching after the game.
The first game went 17 innings.
17
and he
innings.
Still pitched. That's 2 games already.
2 games.
Jesus Christ.
2 games and then another game.
What his fascination with fire departments continued throughout his time with the A's, and he now was routinely wearing red under his clothing just in case the bell would ring. So
wait. No. Because
now
he ain't just chasing them.
Now he's taking off his clothes and he's all covered red and he's helping them.
Super fireman.
So now in the middle of a game, if the fire engine goes by, he becomes
He fights the fire.
He becomes a fireman.
He's a fireman now. Sorry. Rube, have you talked to the fire department about this? No. Just like showing up, they'd be like, aren't you pitching? What's the problem here? Where are we going to get it?
Let's go.
He's like, throw rocks at that fire. Dirty fire deserves rocks.
Oh, my God. Yeah. So it sounded like he'd straightened himself out to other teams. So the Pirates demanded his return. They were like, he's still under contract with us. We didn't actually fire him.
He just threatened to shoot someone.
He just left or whatever happened. So within 2 games, he was dropped by them. And so then, okay.
Wait, he was dropped by Milwaukee?
He was dropped by... Oh, fuck. Sell him, release her, or drop him off the bridge. Do anything you want as long as you get him off my team. Oh, so they got him back. Pittsburgh got him back.
So Pittsburgh, and then he was there for 2 days.
Right.
Okay.
So it's very hard to follow because he has a lot of 2-day stints.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, that might be a good nickname instead of the Rube. Old 2-day stints.
So after 2 days back at the Pirates,
what the fuck could he have done?
Fred Clark, yelled at the owner, sell him, release him, drop him off the Monongahela Bridge, do anything you like to him so long as you get him off my team. So he was not wanted.
Yeah. Is he just holding a grudge because he threatened to murder him? Kind of petty, isn't it?
So he spent the majority of the 1901 season with the Chicago Orphans.
Wow, horrible team name.
Horrible team name, right?
Yeah.
The Orphans?
Unless they were orphans, then it's awesome.
Well, then it's terrific
great.
if the Orphans.
And then if he goes to the Orphans, that's my favorite team ever.
Yeah. No, yeah. Oh, my God.
The Bad News Bears in 1901.
But I'm assuming they weren't all orphans.
No, that's just a terrible name. The owner was just...
This is a team of people whose parents have died.
The guy walking the stands is like, Gruel!
The original
Get your gruel!
The original name was Chicago Dead Parents.
Oh, good. Good. We're the Chicago Stillborns. Let's get them!
But he was suspended for erratic behavior.
Wait, Rube?
A lot of that was because he kept chasing the fire engines.
I mean, at
and
some
it is
point.
Chicago.
At some point.
Yeah, he got a 13-15 record, mostly blamed on
fire trucks
him
going
chasing fire
by
trucks.
the stadium. It's slowly becoming evident that really the big problem here was fire. Much like what Frankenstein feared.
Well, if they could keep the fires under control, then
Couldn't
the Rube would have a better record.
Yeah, but I mean, I can't believe that nobody was able to, over the span of time, get through to him.
Yeah.
That just don't chase those.
What do you mean?
Don't chase the fire trucks, Rube.
Why?
Please stop running after fire trucks and pitch. You're not a fireman.
Right, but they go by.
Yes.
And then I go by.
That's the part I'm having a huge problem with.
Yeah. Well, people need to help.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we did this.
Okay, I hear one.
Yeah. Bye, Rube.
He later spent a month playing semi-pro ball in Wisconsin and then traveled to the West Coast. Once in California, he refused to leave, signing on with a Los Angeles franchise for the 1902 season.
Okay.
Then in mid-June,
Uh-oh.
two Pinkerton guards
Sorry?
working for the Philadelphia A's,
Oh, boy.
Connie Mack boss, tracked him down and dragged him back to Pennsylvania.
Took him?
So now...
Why didn't they just get a fire truck to drive by and have him chase it back to the old club?
But this isn't the team that fired him after 2 days last time. This is the team before that who wanted him back, so they kidnapped him. I mean, it's not like you could just you can't just take a guy back to work in another state. That's called kidnapping.
That's slavery, yeah. Kidnapping, yep. Yep, that's slavery. He's been fired so many times. Do you think when he got fired at one point ever, he misunderstood and was like excited? Fire?
Fire!
No, Rube, leave. Oh, the bad fire.
So they brought him back to Pennsylvania, and Mack, who was considered the only one to be able to control him, right?
And he really wasn't able to all that much.
No one was able to control him.
I mean, nobody could take the fire truck out of his heart. It's a huge problem.
So basically, Mack brought him back and tried to put him under house arrest. That's how they figured.
Great idea.
That's how they figured to take care of it.
Yes.
So this is when pro athletes had two jobs. They play baseball and then they do their regular job.
Right.
So Mack forbid the Rube from alligator wrestling in the off season, which he was still doing.
Why?
I can't. So instead, for additional income, he started playing rugby for a Pennsylvania team.
Okay.
So that's his off-season job.
Better.
And now everything went awesome.
Okay.
So he's getting all of his energy out. He's
all
playing
right.
2 sports. He's never not playing a sport. He's like a kid.
Okay.
And so this is a years of stability that he led the league in strikeouts for the next 5 years. Now, this is when Cy Young is playing.
Yeah.
He's leading. He's pitching better than Cy
5
Young.
years. Too.
5 years.
It's a long time.
5 years. Cooperstown historian Lee Allen described 1903 in the life of Rube Waddell. He began that year sleeping in a firehouse in Camden, New Jersey.
Oh, God. I mean... It's just insane. He's just
and ended
in a firehouse. He's like the Dalmatian.
and ended it tending bar in a saloon in Wheeling, West Virginia. In between those events, he won 22 games for the Philadelphia A's, courted, married, and became separated from Mary Wayne Skinner, saved a woman from drowning, accidentally shot a friend in the hand, and was bitten by a lion.
That was a year?
Yeah.
Dude.
I mean,
wait.
That had to have happened at the circus, right?
Wait. I mean,
it was the circus. He got bitten by.
He saved a woman from drowning. He shot his friend in the hand. Yeah. He was a bartender, played rugby.
Sleeping in a firehouse.
He got married and divorced, basically.
Yeah.
Slept in a firehouse.
And got bitten by a lion.
Got bit by a lion.
I mean, right?
Do we know how he got bit by a lion?
Nope. It's just in the Hall of Fame. It says that.
Shot his friend in the hand. I know why the wife left.
Yeah.
That year sounds like a little shaky.
Yeah. It wasn't a great marriage. So now he's playing legendary baseball, and his only competition on the mound was the Hall of Famer contemporary Cy Young. That was his only competition at the time. No one else was as good as those two guys.
Okay.
Except one was a normal human and the other one was crazy.
Yeah, one had a dog brain and one was a man.
His popularity skyrocketed. The citizens of Philadelphia loved him, of course.
Oh, how would you not?
Now, people who are from other places, Philadelphia has the most horrendous sports fans in the country. They
horrible.
They used to throw batteries.
They
at
embrace
players.
how horrible they are too.
They really.
So they
do.
wouldn't even be
they
offended
really
by.
No, they
that
wouldn't.
being
That's
said.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll never forget when the Giants won the World Series and Tim Lincecum was walking off the mound and there's just all these people holding up signs above the dugout saying how horrible his teeth are.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, and then he shut him out and won the game.
Yeah.
But, just like 4 people holding up signs about his crooked teeth. Philadelphia.
That's why we need them. Someone's got to do it.
So Philadelphia delighted in a star who would show up at saloons and then work at the bar. The fact he was known to play almost as much ball with local kids as with the professional counterparts endeared him to the city.
So now they're letting him play with kids. Because
Yeah,
they're
now-
like, when you say no to that,
Yeah.
he wrestles alligators. So let him do it.
Yeah, that's like the least trouble he can get in.
Yeah.
Let him play ball with the kids.
Yeah. You stopped him from doing what? Playing ball with kids. He might hurt his arm. You moron. Have you any idea what you've just done? He's probably gonna get bit by a lion now.
He was especially popular with local firefighters.
Oh boy.
Who actually put him up in local firehouses for days at a time. So he was basically living at firehouses around Philadelphia. I mean, come on. Come on. He's so cute.
Can he just stop with this shit? Fireman. He's like a 4-year-old.
I know. He is like a lot of people believe that it was because of the firefighters that the Rube earned his reputation for heroism.
Okay.
After saving 2 men from drowning while on a duck hunting trip.
Now wait, he's already saved a woman from drowning.
He saved people all the time.
So now he's saved 2 other men from drowning. Okay.
Stories of the Rube's penchant for life-saving began to circulate. It is believed that the Rube may have, throughout his life, saved as many as 13 lives.
Shut the fuck up. What?
Yes. He's a fucking hero.
Yeah. I mean, he's so simple. He's so simple.
He's so simple. He was always on alert.
Danger.
Yes.
Winning. Beer. Lion.
Pet lion.
Pet lion.
Lion bad.
Oh, fruit punch hand.
He was always on alert. The Philadelphia Daily News wrote in 1905 how he was on a houseboat cocktail party when he heard someone scream for help.
Okay.
Without a moment's hesitation, Rube dove into the frigid waters and succeeded in rescuing a passing log.
A passing log?
Yeah. The person who screamed was on the boat. He just jumped in and grabbed a log.
Look, you don't save 13 lives by waiting to find out.
You know, sometimes you're going to get a log.
Sometimes you got to go get hypothermia and rescue wood.
Oh, look. Hey, you guys, I got her.
Oh, she's okay, everyone. She'll be fine. Hopefully she don't catch on fire.
Okay, so he's popular, right?
Yes, I would guess that this man would be popular.
So what happens to players when they're super popular in America now?
Well, they...
Other careers?
Yeah, the other career, obviously. They run for political office, perhaps?
Rube took a turn at acting.
Oh, boy.
He toured the nation in the vaudeville play The Stain of Guilt and received critical acclaim.
Oh, my God.
They did not cheer his acting because he was allowed by his fellow actors to improvise all his lines.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Since he was incapable of remembering them.
Oh, my God. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, to be there. Oh, to see a man who chases fire trucks improvise.
Why, sir, have you taken my beautiful Bridget?
You know, you got a lot of anger.
Yes, that is... Darn you, scoundrel.
I'm gonna leave and hug that lady.
Could you imagine? It's the greatest thing ever.
Making up his line. I mean, as a professional actor who would probably be like standing there, just like, all right, now wait for that void look to just vanish for a moment.
Here we go. Rube's gonna
now reply with my line.
Yeah, they would have nothing.
Yeah,
nothing in common.
Maybe you should ask me where you want to go later.
He was lauded for his ability to, quote, throw the villain twice as far as Kyle Ballou. So I don't know who Kyle Ballou is, but he was picking up the actor who played the villain and heaving him across the stage.
Improv. Yes, I am.
He was able to parlay his success as an actor into higher wages at the ballpark.
Wow.
Because now he was a big
star. He's a star. He's a star.
In 1904, he got a $150 yearly pay raise from the Philadelphia Athletics.
All right.
So he's rolling in it, right?
Yep.
That year...
I don't like him with money, I'll say that.
Fair. Totally fair. That year, Rube also inspired one of the first extended Major League contract negotiations on record.
Okay.
Surprised, right?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't seem like he would be capable of negotiating a contract.
I have a feeling he didn't or something.
His catcher and roommate, Ossie Schreckengost, was the one who was negotiating the contract. Ball players generally room two to a room while on the road. They actually still do that. They actually still share a room on the road. The Shrek couldn't handle the nighttime habits of the Rube and refused to renew his contract until the A's inserted a no eating crackers in bed clause. Because back then they shared a bed.
I mean, they shared a bed?
Yeah, back then you'd sleep in the same bed. And he was eating crackers in bed. And so they put it in the contract.
Just pounding crackers to the point where that is a sticking point in your contract. I'm just not going to be next to him eating crackers anymore.
Fuck me. In 1904, Rube set baseball's all-time strikeout record at 349.
Wow.
Which stood for 61 years. The 1905 season saw an epic duel of the pitchers, Rube and Cy Young, in a 20-inning throw fest. So for 20 innings, they went head-to-head and didn't give up a run.
Jesus.
Rube took the game ball, probably the most sought-after baseball in years, and gave it away for free booze at a local tavern.
Jesus Christ.
Could you imagine that ball would be the most historical ball?
I mean,
one of the most historical in all of baseball history.
Without question.
And he gave it away for some beers.
And he gave it away for like a couple of shots.
I
think I know why they call him the Rube.
And then after he died, every bar in Philadelphia would be like, I have the ball. No one actually knows what the ball is.
That's kind of good.
In 1905, Rube's old ways started to come back. During one weekend, the Rube was sighted as a hero for preventing a serious fire in a crowded department store. He picked up a blazing oil stove and carried it from the building.
What? What? Is he Forrest Gump?
Yeah, but he's like a giant Forrest Gump.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
He's like Forrest Gump in like a Hulk body.
Forrest Hulk.
Forrest Hulk. Just picking up
a flaming gas stove. Or oil stove. I mean, a highly flammable stove.
It's like a bomb. He's carrying
carrying a bomb.
Yeah. He saved the life of teammate Danny Hoffman, who had been hit in the head by a wild pitch. So he must have picked up some with the fireman. He must have picked up some skills as far as doing CPR or whatever. He was arrested on bigamy charges.
Jesus Christ!
So at this point, he's married to a couple ladies.
Okay, sure.
Turns out he had forgotten to divorce his first wife.
Rube?
Yeah, he forgot. He also fled town to avoid charges after he attacked and badly injured his father-in-law. Because his father-in-law was like, "What the fuck? You're married to someone else," and then he tried to kill him.
You're in trouble now.
He was later cleared of all charges, but this is sort of the beginning of the end. This is sort of the beginning of the downside of the Rube.
Okay.
So it's going to get sad.
Okay. We're gleaming the Rube.
Yeah, gleaming the Rube. He did lead his team to the 1905 World Series, but couldn't pitch because of an injury.
What animal bit him?
Well, the injury happened because Rube was making fun of a teammate's straw hat, and they ended up getting in a fight on a cross-country train.
On a train! Holy shit. You straw hat stupid.
Hey, Rube, stop.
Stupid hat!
Stop, Rube.
Your hat's dumb! And I don't like it!
That's probably exactly how it went.
He's pretty shit-faced.
Oh, God. Rumors flew that gamblers had gotten to Rube, paying him to keep him out of the series.
Uh-huh.
Eventually, the story that a New York betting syndicate had put Waddell up in a Manhattan penthouse with a group of showgirls took hold, and the A's demolished the Giants 4-1. So people now blame him for the loss and think that he's corrupt.
Right.
So he went from being classic Philadelphia. He went for years being this awesome hero that everyone was drinking with, and he's playing with the kids.
A man of the people.
Lots, and then he gets hurt, and they're like, "You fucking animal!"
Put him down!
That's exactly. He was defended by Mack, but he could never overcome the rumors. The fans turned against him, and he was traded in 1908 to the St. Louis Browns.
Okay.
There he set a single-game strikeout record of 16 against his former teammates.
Jesus Christ.
So his team came to town, his whole team.
And he's just
he fucking struck them all out.
Fuck you all.
But other than that, he was pretty mediocre. They were trying to keep him out of trouble, so they hired him as a hunter for the season, for the off season.
What?
So
I'm gonna need you to break that down a little bit for me.
Okay, so they didn't want to work in a bar or wrestling alligators, so they hired him as the team hunter, and then he would go shoot animals and bring them back, and the owners would eat them. The other people that worked.
So they invented a job for him. They made up an occupation. The team hunter?
You've never heard of a team hunter?
I've never heard of a team hunter.
Yeah, everyone's got them.
You know, Rube, we're thinking of promoting you.
Oh.
Yeah, we want you to be team hunter.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and you just go out in them woods and you just kill animal and bring it back to us. And that's really important. That's a big job. That's like GM.
Okay, is that a straw hat?
Nope.
Okay. It was the first time he avoided scandal in years, and he kept the team stocked with duck and venison. But he was drinking more and more.
That's one of the downsides of being team hunter.
In 1909, in a game against New York, he passed out on the mound.
From heat?
After giving up a home run. So he threw a ball, a guy hit it over the fence, and then he laid down and took a nappy nap. I so want to see players picking up another guy off the mound because he's plowed.
I want to see everything.
And taking him off the field.
Just
it's the greatest thing ever.
Sleeping. Well, fuck, I'm going to bed. Rube. Someone call the fire department and get him to drive by. Woo!
So St. Louis released him in 2010. He found himself pitching in the Eastern League's Newark franchise. So now he's in Newark.
Oh,
so
good.
Shit's not.
No.
That didn't pan out. Then he moved to Minneapolis to pay for Joe Cantillan's Millers. Now he's in minor league baseball.
Okay. How old is he?
I don't know. So
it's probably like.
Well, he was 18, and so he's not. He's like 30.
Yeah, but then.
I know, but he's 30.
He's 30. True. But he's put a lot of miles on the odometer.
He really did some living.
Yeah. He's not a regular 30. He's been bitten by a lion 30.
Yeah, right. He's got a really close manager with a close relationship with his manager.
Okay. That seems important.
Yeah. Because he couldn't take care of himself, so Joe, the manager, has him move into his house.
Okay.
And then in 1912, a local dam broke.
Well, I mean, if I know our Rube, I'm gonna guess he's got to go help. A dam broke. It's time to rip off his regular play clothes and get his fire uniform on.
Well, he had red. I'm sure he was sleeping in red.
Yeah. He had a fire truck bed.
He volunteered to stack sandbags to block the rushing stream, standing armpit deep in freezing waters for 13 hours.
That actually kills two birds with one stone, though, because then he's not going to light the catcher on fire.
No, he's not. He contracted pneumonia, from which he never fully recovered.
Jesus Christ.
From then on, he was plagued by illness.
Yeah, pneumonia.
Which was made worse because of his nonstop drinking.
Right, that'll hurt.
He pitched poorly for the Minneapolis Millers in 1913. Concerned by the drastic decline of his health, Joe sent him to San Antonio Tuberculosis Sanitarium in 1914. So that's not good.
No.
That's like you're going to die now.
Right.
Place. So he died there on April Fool's Day, 1914. He was 38.
Can we just say that that's a great day for him to go?
Right?
Yeah.
He died on April Fool's Day.
It's a great day for him.
I mean,
it's perfect.
Yeah. It couldn't be better.
He'd be happy.
So he was 38.
Okay.
He was penniless.
Okay.
He was notorious for not being concerned about money. In his best season, he made $2,500.
Wow.
Which was given to him $10 at a time by Connie Mack.
Smart. You definitely want to be doing it like that. You don't want to give him $2,500. He's going to be like, look, I bought a robot. Oh, my God. Rube, that's a garbage can.
No, it's silver.
Me and my friend a robot, we going to solve crime murders. Oh, my God.
Oh, Rube.
Oh,
God.
Oh, sweet little Rube.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, fire engine.
Ah!
He was buried in an unmarked grave in a San Antonio potter's field.
What?
How fucked up is that?
That's so fucked up.
A few months later, his baseball-playing friends passed a hat and provided him with a gravestone. Former teammate, the Shrek.
The guy.
Eating,
yep. The cracker buddy.
Yeah, the cracker guy. Provided the insightful epitaph for the headstone. Rube Waddell had only one priority: to have a good time.
That
right?
Seems pretty fitting.
Yeah, they almost went with Party Machine.
Fuck machine.
When he died, he had no idea how many women he had married in his life.
Wow. I mean,
yeah.
Slept with, sure.
Yeah, right?
Married to? That's crazy. So more than 10?
Yeah. Yeah?
15 to 50, I don't know.
Well, imagine he would probably just meet women in a drunken stupor and then marry them. And
well, if you don't learn any facts when you're being brought up, you could very easily think that you could marry anyone. Right. And it was just like a sweet thing you did.
No, this is like if Tarzan played baseball.
Totally. Right down to the shout that probably he did behind the fire trucks.
He did live at the right time though, because if he was alive, if this guy was alive today,
get out of here.
I mean, he wouldn't get anywhere near anything. Even being one of the greatest pitchers of all time, he wouldn't get near anything. No one would let him play.
No, he would be like one of those guys who had like a show on Spike.
Yeah,
he'd have like a reality show.
Totally. And he'd just like have his own league in a cornfield somewhere, and people would try to come and hit him.
He'd be like Kevin Costner in Field of Dreams, but the voice was fake.
Wait, are you saying that voice wasn't fake in Field of Dreams?
Well, no, that it is real in the movie.
Okay.
Right?
Do you believe it's real in real life?
No, but no. Don't rube me. Don't make me rube. Bastard.
So they would have nothing to do with him today. No matter how talented he was.
But it's crazy that even with all that shit, don't you think that he still should be known as, Babe Ruth, for instance, the greatest baseball player of all time, was a fucking alcoholic, a womanizer,
horrible.
Just a glutton.
Yeah.
And we know him.
But this guy is known, if you bring up his name, he's known as the guy who chased the fire trucks. Like, he's not known as 13 major league seasons. He led the league in strikeouts 7 times. He won the pennant in 1905 at a record of 27-10, 7 shutouts, an ERA of 1.48. ERA of 1.48 is fucking insane.
And it is just that he chased too many fire trucks.
And that he was a crazy booze hound who got bit by lions.
Yes. But even with that, I think you get that on its own, that you can maybe play with that. It's the fire station trucks, firemen.
Well, what about the going through the crowd and grabbing hot dogs and fighting people?
Crazy, for sure. But in that story, that was brought up one time.
Yeah.
The amount of times that he chased fire trucks or slept at a fire department or wore fireman outfits was 10 to 15.
No, yeah.
So I get why that plagued him.
Why wasn't he just a fireman?
Why just... I don't understand how you couldn't possibly... Nobody could talk him down from this?
No.
Nobody could say, Rube, listen.
Imagine how much they
during the
tried.
games, don't. Rube, please, during the games, don't.
Do you know how many times he had that conversation?
Oh, 1,000.
Oh, my God. Endless. Today.
And still.
Please don't chase the fire trucks.
No, Rube.
Just today of all days.
Rube, when we hear a fire truck today, we're not chasing it, right? Don't chase it. That feels very non-committal. I'm not going to put you out on the mound if you're going to chase it like I told you, Rube. So I'm serious. You better not. My God, is that a fireman's uniform underneath that?
It's just red.
God damn it.
I like red.
No, Rube.
Do you hear that?
Jeez.
I want to know how he got bit by the lion. He was petting it, right?
He was probably trying to do something that you just shouldn't do with a lion. I mean, whatever it is. He probably looked at it like a big dumb cat, you know? He's probably like, pretty kitty, make it purr. And then the lion was like, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
I'm
a glorious animal. Glorious.
Wrestling alligators.
There you go.
Wow.
I think better than the story of Doc Ellis, who pitched a no-hitter on acid.
I agree. Even though that is its own amazing story, that is a day.
That is one day where a guy took acid and didn't know he was pitching.
Yes.
And then pitched a no-hitter.
I think you show me a highlight reel of both these guys. One of them is going to be 2 hours. One of them will be 10 minutes. Wow.
How do you feel?
I feel like more people should know about
it. Should be a movie,
Rube.
right?
That should absolutely be a movie.
How is it not a fucking movie? I mean, it's
just
a dark comedy.
Well, you would need to be like scaling it back. You'd be like, what are we going to lose? There's too much shit to cover.
You would have to scale it back.
Something.
Because it's insane. It doesn't stop.
I mean, and we got to put the fire trucks in there. That's
a lot of
something.
Fire trucks. It is a period.
It's a lot of the budget there. That's most of the budget there.
Yeah. I don't know where you're going to find all those fire trucks. Fuck. If you have any topics you think, I'm mostly just doing American stuff right now. I might branch out. I'm trying to avoid politics.
Yeah.
Unless the story's really crazy, but I just don't want to get into all that shit. You know, I don't want to be. That's just what mostly people do is rip on each other about politics.
I hate all
Yeah.
parts of it.
There's a really crazy story that's happening in Mississippi right now that I might cover. It's fucking insane. But for the most part, I don't think it's fun. It's not.
Well,
as
I
fun.
also think it's just when you get involved in that. Like to me, I'm always like, if you step back from the world of politics, it's just all so fake and fabricated. So you're kind of arguing like this.
Yeah,
it's like us arguing about like Disney characters.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of fucking idiots. But
tons.
I mean, someday I might do one about stuff Ronald Reagan has said, because it's
or fucking W. I mean,
yeah, you could do Reagan, George.
We could do Reagan versus
Bush,
W.
And you could put Tony Abbott in there as the Prime Minister of Australia right now.
Oh yeah.
And you would not be able to tell who's saying the dumber thing.
My guess is you'd get confused between Abbott and Reagan a good amount.
I have one.
Okay.
Trees cause pollution. Who said that?
Oh, gee. Well, see, that's not Bush. I know that's not Bush because that is misleading, not really just crazy and stupidly off the cuff. That's like an attempt to get. So I'll say Tony Abbott.
Reagan.
Wow, what a fucker.
Who said
Alzheimer's?
Who called the Greeks Grecians?
I'll go with Abbott.
That's George W. Bush.
I have okay.
Who said that missiles after fired can be put back in the submarines? Can be recalled.
Reagan?
Yeah.
Okay. We will be able to retract the missiles back out of the submarines.
All right, that's the Dollop. I hope you enjoyed your baseball lesson.
Yep, I did.
He's one of my favorites.
He's the best ever. That's why. I know why.
All right.